We have a bank, I think, which is unlike any other bank. It's become a showpiece in the community. We've had the mayor and other officials in town talk to us about what an important statement they think our building has made in the community.
And they wanted to create a 100-year bank, which was forward-thinking, and they wanted to base it on a community center. And a composition from the big concept, how we placed it on the property in relationship with the sun and with the light, and we continued all the way down to the small details. It was decided early on the project that the atrium was going to have many uses. Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts displays, car displays. We had to get the vehicle in the front doors without looking like it's a commercial entry door.
As we studied our business needs, there's a need for private spaces, for consultations with clients, for sales and so forth. There's also a need for a public space in a bank where people can mix. There's a teller area, certain banking specific areas. We also, in our concept, we wanted to have a space where there was a lot of human traffic, a lot of people moving about.
He seemed to catch on right away the value that it would have as far as being a community bank.
Our overall goal was to have a building where the customer walked in and felt welcome and felt that this was a warm and welcoming place.
Having a bank, we had to have a sense of being grounded. I mean, something very substantial. So using limestone and grounded materials, it's like the limestone is connected to the ground and they slowly are growing up. And then the other horizontal planes float from these vertical forms. There's enough room for the spirit to soar. By bringing the soffits down, it defined the space at the tellers. So you go from the big space to, there's a transition of the soffits getting down, down, down. You can imagine a human being over there so you feel more comfortable. Always respecting the human scale. We wanted that very open space, but it had to functionally and actually technically be secure. With the railings and security and the glass floating planes up above, we can divide the bank from the public space.
We have our own private spaces, and yet we're able to meet in public areas. The lobby and the community rooms all function extremely well because we're able to control access.
Kind of creating a Fort Knox within an open prairie.
In our administrative offices, we have a need for privacy, but they're separated again in a way that's very open so we can see out and see in, although the offices are very private.
Even though you're in your office and you have privacy, we have glass between offices and glass out into hallways. So it gives a much more open space. Lighting in the building is a key element. We've had a lot of discussions as we were designing the building, the balance of natural and artificial light.
We knew that when hiring Charles that we were going to have lots of windows. We have clerestory windows in this building that go around the top of it 360 degrees so that each day we can see the changing position of the sun, we can see the weather as it's going on. Sunlight into the building just makes all the difference in the world. It lifts the spirits when you come to work.
My favorite part is the whimsical pattern of the windows on the west and the south facades. You might be in an office that has 5 foot by 5 foot, and then off in a corner there might be an 8-inch by 8-inch window.
Also, the building is designed to respect the different seasonal aspects of the sun so that in the summer we have outlooks that catch the sun's rays and prevent them from coming in. And in the winter when the sun's lower, we get more sun coming into the building. So it's a reduced heating load in the winter and a reduced cooling load in the summer. What that does for us is it reduces the overall cost of occupying this space.
They were very thoughtful and realizing their number one asset besides their clients is their employees. So like the employee lounge is actually like an atrium loft overlooking the atrium.
So it's kind of like a sidewalk cafe. Open, it makes it pleasant, and certainly really interesting. Far different from the normal employee dining area, certainly.
Having a fireplace in the building and really a lounge, a reception area, a comfortable place for people to gather has brought a homey feeling to this building.
The fireplace was essential. It's the first thing you see when you come in, and also it's a transition. As people come in, you can see the bank, but you're not right in the bank. So it was part of that kind of abstraction of a living room into a commercial building.
A difficult part about design of a professional building is making people feel like it's just a bunch of cubes snapped together. What Charles has done is take natural elements and apply them to our building.
Instead of hiding the vault, it was this beautiful stainless steel door. So why don't we show the vault and you can see people going in, and we actually brought wood into the vault and we have artwork. So it's like a vault gallery.
We were fortunate not to have any surprises when we moved into this building because Charles painted such a good picture of this building, really led us through the design. From the drawings, we spent a lot of time going over how each space would feel, talking about the color, talking about how they would interact, how the light would shine through, and we were able to come up with a great design in our head. So even when just the footings were laid, I could stand here at this site and picture the walls, picture how the space would be feeling and looking when we got done and moved in.
It was a team venture. It was a co-collaboration, co-creation with the clients, with ourselves, with the other disciplines. Take care of the functional things and open it up to the community, but take it to another level. And I think we were very successful in doing that.